Hey, how you guys doing today? So, look, what I'm about to share is extremely uncomfortable for me. Alright, and it took a lot to make this video. Like, genuinely, I shot this video like multiple times. And so, if you're about to watch this video, from brother to brother, just do me at least one favor. Just watch the entire video all the way through. I added very little editing to this video because I don't want to ruin the authentic experience that is my entire 3-year journey, right? And so I ask once again, if you're gonna watch this video, please actually watch the video and don't scroll or do whatever. Just like sit full screen and listen to my story. That would be the greatest thing of all time for me. So thank you, and let me get right into it. So here's the deal, right? I want you to meet the old version of me. I used to play video games 12 hours a day. I would sleep maybe like 5 hours a night. I would eat bowls of pretzels and Snapple every single time I got home. I would jerk off at least 3 times a day. I would do zero exercise. I would have no social life. I would eat processed garbage food. And I had no future plans. And so overall, my life sucked. I'm going to put it lightly like that. It sucked. Everything was horrible. I was bullied all the time. I was barely talked to. People were talking stuff behind my back all the time. So my life really wasn't that great. And I was depressed. I had nothing going for me. And I don't know. I really didn't even know what I was going to do with myself growing up. I mean, I wanted to become a banker, but I was like, I thought to myself, like, how am I going to become a banker if this is what I'm doing right now? I have no chance to become a banker, right? But everything changed nonetheless when I found this video right here. And it's called Nerds Are Now Alpha Males by Hamza. If you click on the video, you already know Hamza. It's going to have the viral edits. He's going to talk about Jeffrey and Adonis, all that type of stuff, right? But the bottom line is this. While I was watching that video, I was like this. Because I was watching it very, very carefully, like taking every single word in, and every single word felt like I was getting punched in the face because it was all true. Everything that it was saying about me was true, and I slowly realized the more I was like watching the video that I was Jeffrey. I was the guy that this person was talking about. I was this loser, right? And so after watching the video, I stood up from my desk chair and I went and I was walking in my room a little bit. I was like, this is it. I've officially come to the realization that I am a loser and I need to change. And if I do not change, I will live a very bad life. So I did the first thing I could think of. I went to my bathroom mirror. I pulled up my shirt. I flexed my right bicep. Took a picture with my iPhone 8. And then that was the beginning of my entire self-help journey, right? And from that there, I will say, God gave me a lot of heart, or so I like to think, because I immediately changed after that day. Literally, this is exactly what I did. I ditched my old friend group. I started watching a lot of Andrew Tate. I started doing a lot of push-ups because of Andrew Tate. And after months of training, I was doing like 500 every single day. And then after that, I got into weightlifting, right? That was basically at least like 6 to 8 months of this time frame where I was just training all the time. Like, that's what I was doing, right? Of course, I didn't even know how to work out, and I was still trying to figure out how to eat correctly. But nonetheless, I was progressing fairly well. Despite all that, I'm still pretty lonely. So what did I decide to do? I decided that I would join a sport. And so the very first sport that I ever played in my entire life in my sophomore year of high school was wrestling, right? I was pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. I made it to the JV league and I got booted off the team for sucking balls because the gym ran out of room. So overall, it was a pretty bad experience, I'm not gonna lie. But nonetheless, I finished my season, and then I decided I want to start my own business online, because it's something that in the self-help industry, it's basically spread around that you need to make your own income, and $10,000 a month, and, this and that. So I decided, fine, I'll start my own business, because I got psyoped into that concept, which, kind of now I think about it, it's kind of a good thing, not gonna lie, but nonetheless, right? But first, when I started my online business, I had no clue what I was doing. I literally had no clue how to make money. I didn't even know like how to sell things or how to make content or like any of this stuff or how to build things. I had nothing. I had no skills. I knew nothing. All right. So I did the first thing I could think of. I looked up E-Man Godzi and I watched this video called 4 High-Income Skills That You Can Learn to Make $100,000 a Month as a Teenager. Right. That's the first thing I did. I watched this video. Right. And then from this video, I learned a skill called copywriting. And thanks to copywriting, which by the way, if you don't know what it is, you basically just write words that sell people products and services on the internet or in person, all right? That's all it is. It's just taking sales principles and writing words. That's literally it. And I was writing people's emails and running like their marketing systems and all that type of stuff, right? And I was doing that for 12 months straight, right? Yeah. And my biggest client that I ever signed was this guy. His name is Bennett Santor. I signed him. He only had like 360,000 followers. Kudos to this guy. This guy's a G, by the way. But he has 360,000 followers. I signed him then. I became his personal copywriter, and I did that for a couple of months. And he paid me at the very end of it. I made $101. And after making that $101, and then basically bidding kudos to Bennett, I realized something, that after 12 months, I had only made $101 after 12 months of consistent work. And so I was like, wow, I really suck at this online business thing. I'm seeing like other people my age who are making like hundreds of thousands of dollars from like Bitcoin or from content or whatever. And I'm just looking at these people and I'm thinking, how are they doing it? What am I not doing that they're doing? I couldn't understand it. So I started crying a lot, right? Until eventually, I decided that I would start my own offer, right? I would start my own offer, and I don't know. My offer was basically I was going to build products for other people's businesses, right? So after that point, this guy messaged me. His name is Tyler, and he basically told me, not gonna lie, if you have this much energy and hustle in you, why not just start your own business? And it was at that moment where I basically had a groundbreaking moment. I was like, you are a genius. I'm going to do that right now. So I started my own business, and I decided I'm done operating for now, and I'm just going to go all in on my own business. Unfortunately, though, because I was focusing so much on my business, my dad basically saw that I had garbage grades and I was skipping a couple of classes, which basically led to my laptop getting taken away and my apps getting taken away. And so for the next 5 months, I had no laptop and no phone, essentially. And so naturally, thinking that I'm basically screwed, I sat there, I had no progress, I wasted tons of time, and I had no clue what to do next. And so I decided to do the only thing I could think to do. I got on the ground and I said, God, please, I just need some sort of miracle here. I have nothing. I'm a nobody. I just need one chance. And so I decided that was it. And I would finish the prayer. And then I would go onto YouTube to just like de-stress and watch a YouTube video or something like that, right? And then I saw this video that landed on my feed. This was the blessing, by the way. Life RPG. I built a real-life RPG game to manage my life in Notion, right? And so this video caught my attention, so I clicked on it. I've been a massive video... Remember, if you remember from my story, I played video games 12 hours a day. A day, by the way. So I love video games. I know everything about video games. I played them all the time back then. So I clicked on the video, piquing my interest, which then this video talked about this offer. His name is Yu-Kai Chow. And naturally, because I was so inflamed with this concept of gamification, I watched that video, and then I bought his book, Actionable Gamification. This book is almost 600 pages, by the way. I read the entire book, and then after that, I learned this framework from the book. And this framework is called the Octalysis framework. It's basically just something that you can use to gamify any experience, right? And using this framework, I decided I had a new mission. Unfortunately, I still had my Dell computer, and I had no access to my phone and no access to my laptop. So you want to guess what I did? I used my Dell laptop computer to run my entire business, and I was every single day from when I got home from school, I was spending a bunch of hours just building this product, like 8 to 12 hours a day, just building Notion systems and learning how Notion works. And I got like I right now have 653 hours on Notion, just as a side note, but nonetheless, right? Thanks to that 653 hours I spent on Notion, I learned a lot about how to build just these incredible Notion templates, which I honestly believe are the greatest Notion templates in the world, both in terms of simplicity, usability, and function. These are easily the best you will ever find, but I won't get into that right now. I built a few Notion templates, and I'm also working on a software called Action for, X creators. It's something that's really personal to me, and I'm working on it right now. And all of this is basically to say my mission, because I have one mission now, and that is to convert content creation into a video game and change other people's lives while I'm at it. While doing that, I want to build a $100,000 a month creator business before I turn 30. That is my ultimate objective. And in order to do that, and in order to help more people and turn other people's lives into a video game, I need your help. The person watching this, yes, you. I need your help. And if you could, I need you to follow these 3 steps that I outlined right here. Join my email list, which I'm going to link underneath this pinned post. And I'm going to share everything I know about gamification, content creation, you name it, right? You can also check out the products that I've linked below also on my Gumroad, and eventually, when it's actually up, you can eventually sign up for my software Action. And the very last thing that I would love for you to do is follow me along to see where I end up in the next decade. I truly believe that I'm finally on a path to success. After 3 years of just suffering and hating my own life and being a nobody, I finally feel like I've built someone who I can finally say I'm actually kind of confident in and I'm proud of, right? And so, if you found this story at all inspirational and you love everything about me, then continue to at least follow me along, and God bless. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day, my friend.